From strange, out-of-this-world objects to secret underground cities, here are 10 incredible and unexpected finds. Number 12. The lost rocket from the Soyuz 57 mission. Space expeditions are often meticulously planned so as to avoid any potential issues and unnecessary human and financial cost. Soyuz 57 mission was, unfortunately, one such failed experiment. After the rocket was launched, a malfunction happened, and although human lives were preserved, the rocket in question was considered lost. It wasn't until a couple of Russian hunters had heard what sounded like a missile projection that a rocket from this mission was found deep in a forest near the swamp where the hunters lived. This inexplicable event remains shrouded in mystery and only goes to show that human factors and careful planning of exploratory undertakings are still far from being perfectly executed and completely predictable, and in such endeavors, predictability is a desirable state. Number 11. Mysterious glass object from outer space. Deep in the taiga, on the steep bank of the Metliakovka River, 3 men who were going peacefully about their day and enjoying fresh air stumbled upon what seemed like a precious stone. The stone would change its color from green to blue to even orange in different lights. Dazzled by this translucent object, one of the men, husband of a renowned historian and geologist, Lydia Kornova, threw it in the fish tank, where it spent the following 3.5 decades. It was not until much later that Kornova, after reading publications of a Soviet mineralogist and geochemist, began to question the nature of the mysterious stone her husband had uncovered 35 years earlier. After learning that the glassy object wasn't an emerald, Kornova continued to seek out expert opinions. Analysis and dissections of the object's yet unknown origins led to the conclusion that the beautiful stone was probably an orbital traveling companion of the Tunguska meteor, which exploded over Siberia in 1908. This stone is currently exhibited in the town of Zelenogorsk, which was named Kanskit after the Kan River. It is exactly where this stunning, obscure object continues to shine with mystery and pose many unanswered questions. Hey, real quick, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos like these. Number 10. Glyptodont Shell. Not many people come across a 10,000-year-old shell of an ancient creature known as a glyptodont, but that's exactly what happened to a group of fishermen on the banks of Algri Creek in Argentina in 2019. One of the men, Emmanuel Ueda, stumbled upon a hard object that was revealed to be a shell of a long-extinct armadillo-like creature which was prevalent in South America during the pre-Ice Age. Buried in the sands of Barrio La Flecha in Aziza, Greater Buenos Aires, this curiosity was deemed a very well-preserved specimen by Oscar Visk from the Marcos Paz Paleontological Reserve. He claimed that the tough shell had remained 98% intact, which he hailed as a remarkable find. Of course, such a unique experience made the fishermen proud of their hometown and their accidental discovery. It should be noted that this was not the first time that remnants of a glyptodont were uncovered in the area. Reportedly, a farmer, Jose Antonio Nieves, had found what he believed was a dinosaur egg back in 2015. Professor Adrian Lister explained it was not uncommon for fossils to remain buried in the banks of streams and rivers, and that flowing water gradually erodes the banks to expose ancient shells and bones. If large prehistoric creatures are your area of interest, apparently you need to go look in Argentina. Number 9. The Antikythera Mechanism. Dubbed an ancient Greek computer, this sophisticated technological wonder was first uncovered when 3 flat pieces of bronze reached the surface from a wrecked ship in Antikythera from 1900 to 1901. Scholars had been tirelessly trying to decode the exact purpose of what this magnificent mechanism was, but with little success. With time, the 3 discs started to corrode, and the interest in this mysterious object was only sporadically revived. In 2006, Mike Edwards from Cardiff University in Wales published CT scans of the device, which revealed shockingly modern technological mechanisms by which the device was operating. Although constructed somewhere between 205 and 87 BC, the Antikythera marvel resembled a modern mantle clock, with a case thought to have featured a circular face with rotating hands. The hidden inscriptions, many of which haven't yet been deciphered, puzzled scientists and laymen alike. One of the most stunning facts about this ancient invention is that it tracked celestial time instead of hours and minutes. The mechanism contained 7 hands, 1 for the Sun, 1 for the Moon, and 5 for each of the visible planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. This mind-boggling device will probably remain an unsolved puzzle for a long time, given the fact that many pieces and details are just starting to clarify all the complexities of this exquisite piece of technology. Number 8. 540 million-year-old brain. Tracing the origins of what would make complex machinery of the modern human brain through archaeological discoveries was always going to be an exciting endeavor. These finds don't happen on a daily basis, especially not accidentally, but that's exactly what happened in 2015. In a study released in the fall of 2015, Zoya Ma and colleagues described a discovered fossilized creature similar to a shrimp that had preserved brain tissue. This was an amazing scientific feat, given that it is a widely held notion that brain tissue, like most soft tissue, doesn't fossilize. This discovery also allows for the examination of clues about the evolution of the human brain, which is typically impossible to trace in the fossil record. We humbly thank you, Cambrian brain. Number 7. Baby skeleton with 2 heads. Sometime in 2011, a bizarre image of a baby skeleton with 2 heads began to circulate the internet, leading many self-described web detectives to endlessly speculate about what the image meant and who the baby, or babies, was. As usual, conspiratorial explanations emerged, with some of the most outrageous theories about the online mystery offered in an attempt to solve the puzzle. In actuality, it wasn't a governmental conspiracy, nor an alien skeleton, nor a reptilian cover-up of human-on-human lab experimentation. It was an admittedly bizarre case of a postpartum scan of conjoined twins from Brazil, Jesus and Emmanuel. The boys were born with 2 heads, 2 functioning brains, and 2 backbones, but a single heart and a single set of organs, which made the separation impossible. This story was discovered by the same online investigators, so I guess don't blame neither the message nor the messengers in this case. Number 6. Palatial Roman villa in the backyard. Luke Irwin, a rug maker who had recently bought a house in Wiltshire, England with his family, decided to remodel the barn into a ping pong room. What him and hired electricians found while trying to install lighting left them speechless. While drilling, they hit upon a series of intricate tiles in red, white, and blue that were once part of a fully equipped villa from the Roman era, approximately 1400 to 1800 years ago. According to Irwin, he knew the importance of what he had discovered immediately, so he stopped the drilling process to preserve the tiles and call the experts. Yes, mouth hanging wide open in shock and awe is an appropriate response to such a monumental find. Researchers from the Historic England and Salisbury Museum believed the villa was a 3-story tall building with anywhere from 20 to 25 rooms. Coins, jewelry, pottery, and even a child's coffin were uncovered. The prominent location and the size of the house served as indicators that the villa was probably owned by a wealthy and politically influential family. This beautiful finding will probably inspire many to question and research their own local houses and communities in search of rich histories behind them. Number 5. Daren Kuyu Underground City. The story behind this massive subterranean complex and its discovery in Turkey resembles a detailed and carefully plotted surrealist movie. This underground city, which once housed 20,000 people, was constructed with surprisingly innovative building choices around the 7th or 8th century BCE. It was discovered in fairly recent times by a man who found a secret room behind the walls of his home, which further led to an underground complex 18 stories deep. Wow, can you imagine finding a secret passage to a whole city hiding behind the wall of your home? The city was most likely built to protect the population within its walls from invading forces. It was equipped with ventilation shafts and waterways, with separate rooms for stables, churches, lodging, and storing. This marvelous structure was protected by doors made out of large stone wheels that could be rolled in from the entrance. It featured innovations rarely seen in structures from that period, leaving many people to be dazzled by the grandeur of the city. It even possessed a room for winery, because, of course, even people from the olden days needed entertainment and relief in the face of wars, sieges, and conquests. Number 4. Hobbit-like skeletons. Number 4 on this list will certainly intrigue and delight many Tolkien fans. Back in October 2004, a group of researchers stumbled upon the remains of an ancient hobbit-like species previously unknown to science, now known as Homo floresiensis. What followed this discovery was a worldwide appeal to scientists to completely revise previous accounts of human evolution, and for good reason. The Homo floresiensis fossils were discovered in Luang Bua Cave in Flores, a narrow island between Southeast Asia and Australia. Research reports usually suggest that the remains dated back anywhere from 60,000 to 100,000 years. These now extinct humans were approximately 4 feet tall or less, with brains of about a third of modern humans. These real-life hobbits were capable of butchering meat, designing stone tools, and finding their way to their tropical home. It's believed that they existed during the same period of time as Komodo dragons, pygmy stegodons, and real-life rodents of unusual size. Still, many questions about this ancient human species remain unanswered. Where do they fit in the human evolutionary tree? Why did they go extinct? And of course, the big-ticket question, how would they have fit in the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Number 3. 5,300-year-old mummy. Ötzi, the Tyrolean Iceman, sometimes referred to as the 5,300-year-old mummy, is a strange puzzle that had, since it was first discovered in 1991, provided many clues as to how then-existing humans might have lived, hunted, consumed food, and constructed weapons during the Copper Age. This curiosity is now displayed at the South Tyrol Museum of Archaeology in Bolzano, Italy. Ötzi's frozen body was discovered by a hiking couple in the North Italian Alps in 1991. Since then, his body has been endlessly analyzed in an attempt to better understand human evolution and biology. In the process, everything about Ötzi's mummified body has been dissected, from his probable lifestyle and hunting prowess to the contents of his stomach and his death. Evidence suggests that the Iceman had traveled alongside the valley of South Tyrol to his final resting place, where he was fatally wounded by an arrow. Ötzi's body was preserved in ice for thousands of years, providing many opportunities for scientists that sought to resolve every shred of mystery surrounding the famous frozen mummy. From what he was wearing, to the weapons he might have used, to what he ate. His preserved body is a window into what many of us might have been like had we have been alive in the icy regions thousands of years ago. We can all agree that Ötzi's story is as interesting as that of any movie-type mummies we've seen thus far. Number 2. Lisco cave paintings. It must have been a mesmerizing experience for the 18-year-old Marcel Ravadat when he chanced upon the entrance to a bona fide cave gallery, Lisco, filled with stunning paintings, mostly from the Upper Paleolithic era in 1940. Ravadat returned back with 3 friends to confirm what he uncovered and was even honored for the accidental discovery of some of the most amazing displays of ancient human artistry in history. These paintings, portraying mostly large animals once native to that region, located in modern southeastern France, received widespread attention for their sophistication, size, quality, and antiquity. They are estimated to date back to a period from approximately 20,000 years ago. However, these ancient masterpieces were starting to lose their original form due to the menacing influence of carbon dioxide, pollution, and dust, which prompted the need for preservation of these art pieces by archaeologists, art historians, and many other scientists. If the entire cave could fit inside of a highly monitored, well-financially resourced gallery, it definitely should. Number 1. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. Atop of our list of the most incredible and unexpected finds comes this infinitely obscure object hidden away 300 feet below the surface of the Baltic Sea. Uncovered back in 2012 by Swedish explorer Peter Lindberg and his OceanX team, this impossible mystery has been the subject of countless speculations about its origin in both scientific and non-scientific circles. Bearing a striking resemblance to the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars, the 26 feet tall, 200 feet wide object was often referred to as an alien spaceship and provoked endless scrutiny since its accidental discovery. The so-called Baltic Sea anomaly is believed to be about 140,000 years old, and even more puzzling is the fact that it appears to be built from pieces of angular metal. A structure that looks like a staircase seems to lead to a dark hole into a proximate structure nearby. Many scientists even believe that this kind of metallic construction could not have been produced naturally. So, what exactly is this object? A World War II submarine device? A flying saucer? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section about what this marine enigma might be. Thanks for watching! What did you think about these incredible and unexpected finds? Have you ever found something this cool? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!